seekers, and welcome to Shadow Mystic Tarot. If you were drawn to path number 1, represented by big, bold vision, then this message is for you. So the big, bold vision is a message to you, path number 1, that you are not meant to play a small role in your life. You are meant for bigger and greater things. You might have had an idea or some kind of vision or some kind of spark of inspiration, but you might be overcoming at this time some kind of limiting belief, a thought that, my dreams could never come true. That could never happen to me. I'll never find love. This kind of limited thinking and beliefs, you're overcoming that. You're really breaking free from those chains. This is also a message for you to trust your intuition, and you already have the perception that you need to follow through with your goal. There's big things that are happening around you, and you need to believe in yourself, okay? So we're going to pull a spirit animal for you here. Let's see what you get. Ooh, the fish. The fish is very busy, always moving. It's kind of like this feeling of swimming against the current. So if things kind of seem difficult for you right now, path number 1, know that things are going to change. The path that you're on, it may be difficult to stay the course and to see things through, because you might not be reciprocating as much energy back as you're giving in. But just know that this is just part of the process, and you really need to have faith and believe in your dreams and believe in your vision. And there's a lesson for you here to not give up and to believe in yourself, and to not have an optimistic outlook. You are certainly meant for bigger things. You are meant to play a larger role in your life. All right, now we're going to pick a shadow card here, and we will pull this card. We're not going to look at it yet. We're going to look at the shadow card at the end of the reading, and I want you to use your intuition to see if you can know what that card will be, and you can put it down in the comments whenever you guess, and we can see. And this is going to be a good exercise to kind of practice your intuition here, because this oracle also brings a message of you trying to tighten your intuition, trying to tighten your perception, trying to focus your intentions, right? So let's do that by picking a shadow card. And the shadow card is going to tell us what is latent, what is hidden, and what we need to know about ourselves to grow. All right, so I'm going to put a pink aventurine on top. And now we can get into tarot. So yeah, the fish spirit animal is trying to tell you, the fish spirit, this is swimming in the void, right? It's this kind of in between time. There is this story, I think it was a Japanese story, I'm not sure if it's a Chinese myth or a Japanese myth, but there's this story of a fish, and it was a koi fish that kept trying to swim up the currents. All these koi fish were trying to swim up the current to reach the top of the waterfall. And all the other fish gave up except one fish. One fish just kept going and wouldn't stop. And then at the end, when that fish reached its goal, it turned into a dragon. Okay? So that's a message, right? I believe we really can get a lot of messages from myths and legends, and just by watching nature, okay? So now let's get into some tarot for you. Let's see how you're coming out here. The 9 of Cups. Wow. That's amazing for you, coming in, representing you and the matter at hand. There's some wish fulfillment here that's coming in for you, okay? You also could find yourself in a very beautiful place at this time. It's also about being proud of your achievements and what you've accomplished thus far, and getting self-satisfaction from those accomplishments, okay? Wow, look at you, path number 1. A lot of decks, a lot of readers like really like scholarly readers, would say that the Ace of Pentacles is the best card in the deck, okay? This is certainly a new opportunity here with this big, bold vision that you're having. There's something that you see, some kind of path forward. You might be kind of getting over your limited beliefs, or it could be a call for you to do so. Believe in yourself and commit to the process here, and take more self-satisfaction in the achievements, because the Ace of Pentacles is about the hand that manifests this creation. It's not so much about the outcome here, okay? It's more about being satisfied on how you're working on yourself and the steps you're taking towards this big, bold vision that you're having here. You kind of being this fish here, swimming against the currents and not giving up, that koi fish, right? It's really amazing for you. So there's a big new opportunity on the horizon here. And it's also in kind of like your challenge position. So this tells me that there might be like this big, bold vision, this kind of underlying doubt that you might have about this new direction, but this is a very promising endeavor. It's going to bring you abundance in your life, okay? And you're going to be proud of what you've created, okay? Because the Nine of Cups for me is also a collector. He collected all of those cups, and he's very proud and he's very passionate about what he collects, okay? So there might be something like that you're very passionate about, something that some kind of skill or some kind of skill you've acquired that you're wanting to share with others, okay? Let's see what else. So, my goodness, what is going on? Path number 1. Above you is the 10 of Pentacles. You are building a legacy. This is so beautiful for you. I mean, you have like every beautiful, abundant card here, okay? I can't believe it. This is extraordinary. The 10 of Pentacles is all about legacy. It's all about building a stable foundation and being able to leave something behind for those that we love. It's like the magnum opus, right? It's like your great work, what your whole life and all your energy and what you've invested your time into. This is an amazing thing coming towards you. This is a lesson that you need to learn, that building these legacies takes time, right? Look at that old man. Building something like this, building a beautiful abundance, financial stability, family, a legacy, all of that takes time. It takes time, it takes commitment. All right, let's see what else. Wow, okay. That's interesting. You have so many positive cards, and then we have the Devil. So let's see. Yeah, that's this breaking from limiting beliefs here, okay? So let's see. The Sun. Yeah, this is shedding a light on this shadow here. This is coming out in the root. This is a message for you to connect with your inner child here, path number 1. Connect with your inner child and do things out of joy. Be the hand, be more about the hand that's creating rather than the outcome, right? Find joy in the process. Shed a light on these limiting beliefs here. You have a larger role to play. You have a lot of people to help in your life. And I do feel like in the past, you feel like you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of different trials and tribulations that may have made you feel like I'm never going to reach the end. But this card is a message for you, path number 1, to not give up. Do not give up, okay? This is the wounded warrior. This is a message to keep going. You're almost there. This is a 9 here. You have 2 9s, okay? And then a 10 here above you. Hello. You're so close to completing your goal. You may not see all the fruits of your labor, but you're on the path. You're taking your steps. You're removing these limited beliefs, breaking these chains. This is what's holding you back here. This is what's holding you back. You need to shed light on these fears, on any kind of fears or any kind of doubt that you might have, okay? To approach things with more of this childlike joy. All right, path number 1, that's beautiful for you. I love it. My goodness. This is an amazing reading. Let's see how you're coming out. The Page of Wands. Wow, this is definitely headed in some kind of new direction, some kind of creativity. You might have felt like, you're not sure where to direct it. The Page of Wands can get kind of bored. So maybe they'll start in a certain, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this the path I'm supposed to be taking? And then they might get bored and switch up. Maybe they're like, oh, I kind of lost the I lost the spark for this particular hobby or endeavor or something of that nature. This business, maybe that's not my legacy. Maybe that's not where I'm supposed to go. But this is a message for you to stay focused here. Okay, because the Page of Wands, like, I feel like you have a lot of energy and you're not sure which direction to go. You want to have excitement. You want to feel this Sun card here. There's a lot of passion and creativity in your reading, path number 1. All right, let's see. The Knight of Cups. This is something in your environment. Now, if you're looking for love, this could be in a love relationship. This could be a new lover coming towards you, if that's something that you've been envisioning for yourself. But this also means following your desires without fear. And this is happening around you. So there could be a lot of attachment that you have to the outcome. And to me, the Knight of Cups is very brave because he's not afraid to be hurt. He's okay with making himself vulnerable. So I think for here, this is like, you may have a feeling of that, things around you aren't really reciprocating your efforts, okay? But this is a message for you to keep going towards what you desire and to not, don't be afraid of being vulnerable, of showing your true colors, showing your true self, okay? Really going after you desire without this fear here, these limiting beliefs. Because actually this is very similar to the Death card, the Knight of Cups. And to me, that's like, like no fear of death, right? No fear of failure. It's all about this hand that's manifesting what you're creating here, okay? Let's see what else. The Moon, hopes and fears. Yeah, there's some kind of, because the Moon card is a fear. And this is a fear of not knowing, fear of the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen. It's also could be self-doubt. So I'm really getting that vibe here that there's some kind of limiting belief that you need to let go of. You need to be more focused on the process and find joy and self-satisfaction in what you're creating, what you're collecting, and what you know and what you're sharing, or whatever it is that you're doing in your life. This vision, this bold vision that you have, and don't be afraid to keep pushing towards your goal, even if the current is against you, okay? Let's see what else for you. Path number 1. Ooh, that one wanted to fly out for you. The Magician. Look at you and the outcome. The Magician. I just love this reading for you, path number 1. This is absolutely amazing. It's getting me very excited. The Magician here is unlimited potential. It's tapping into the outcome here is you're going to manifest what you desire. You're going to create this vision that you have. Do not doubt yourself. Stick to the course, stay the path, keep going, one foot in front of the other. Take one step at a time, grow, build yourself into this energy, build that life around you that you want to see, okay, path number 1. Now let's end the reading here with a positive affirmation from the Spirit Animal Oracle. I love this deck. I love spirit animals. So let's see what the Spirit Animal Oracle wants you to know. The hummingbird, miracles. I'm just getting like this really, like I feel like crying. Like there's something huge that's going to happen in your life here. There's a huge blessing and a miracle coming your way. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Okay, there's some kind of joy about you. There's some miracle that's coming in for you for sure. I mean, you have pretty much every amazing card in the deck. The only one, it's like you're missing the 10 of Cups here, right? Gosh, I hope that this is the 10 of Cups, path number 1. So let's look to see what this shadow card is for you. What do you think it is? I really hope it's the 10 of Cups, because man, would that be a miracle? Would that be the ultimate? I can't even think of what other better cards to have here. So let's see what it is. Wow, of course, the Knight of Pentacles. This is more about planting those seeds, that slow and steady approach. Okay, this is like taking action towards your desires, like taking those one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. All right, so that's beautiful for you. I totally enjoyed this reading. It was so beautiful. I hope you did too. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Hello, soul seekers, and welcome to Shadow Mystic Tarot. If you were drawn to path number 2, represented by what you want, wants you, then this message is for you. So yeah, this card is really amazing. This card is a message that's trying to tell you that whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you want in your life, it does want you to. And it's also a call for you to take some time in your life to sit with yourself and to try to figure out what it is that brings you joy and fulfillment and passion. We all need our hobbies. We all need something that, it could be something that later turns into a business endeavor. But we all need something in our lives that brings us back to that childlike joy. And it could start with a simple spark and could be something like, I want to write, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to paint. Whatever that may be, you try different things out. Really find the time to sit with yourself and think about the things that bring you joy, that make you happy. It could be, helping the planet, helping animals, whatever it is, it's very important. This is a message for you today. So that's the theme of your reading here, but let's go ahead and get a spirit animal for you. So what you got? Wow, the moth. Yeah, there's something attracted to you. This is what you want, wants you. There's something being attracted, because moths are attracted to light. So there's something you're attracting through your desire and through your intention, and with our intention, right? Because everything that we manifest in the 3D first requires us to imagine, to dream about it, okay? Desiring it. And then we take the actions and the steps to move forward. And there's something that's being attracted to your light. Okay, so it's very important for you to follow your heart, and you'll start to see things, more signs and synchronicities and things falling into place as you move closer and closer towards your true purpose, right? Towards your true potential. All right, I love that for you. All right, so now we're going to pick a shadow card, and this card is going to tell us what's latent, some kind of hidden potential, what's hidden from you that you need to know. And we're not going to look at this card yet. We're going to use our intuition to maybe guess the card and see what it could be. Oop, I just want one card, so let's see what it is. Oop, I looked at it. Okay, so let's see what it is. Okay. Oh, this one wanted to come out. So this will be your card here. And I'm going to put this beautiful piece of pink aventurine on top. And we will look at that at the end of your reading. All right. Let's get to it. Path number 2. So let's see how you're coming out here. So yeah, something's definitely being attracted to you. What you want wants you. With this moth energy here, there's a light that needs to shine, that needs to come out if it hasn't already. It's also, don't doubt yourself either. Don't think that you can never draw, you can never paint. It takes a lot of practice and time. But it's all about joy, right? And then once you start getting into the flow, you're going to feel more joy in the process. There is kind of like a learning curve whenever we're starting anything new in our lives, right? So let's see how you're coming out path number 2. Wow. So this is an ending. This is an ending here of a very painful situation or some kind of long path, some really long journey that was very difficult. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah, moving in a different direction here. You're trying to find that something that is going to pull you out of this stagnation. This is a very stagnant energy. It's kind of like this feeling of giving up hope. But this is a message for you to not give up hope. What you desire wants you. Something is coming your way, and you need to take action to pull yourself out of this situation, okay? To really start walking down the path towards something you truly desire, towards that childlike joy and that fulfillment that you need in your life to feel whole, okay? Let's see what else. The Star. Yeah, this is hope and having faith here, okay? This is what your spirit guides want you to know. And over here we have the Four of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles, okay. And the Seven of Swords, sevens, okay. So yeah, this is the Star card is having faith. I said something about losing hope, and right after we pulled the Star card here. And Star card is hope. It's also a message of not losing hope. It's also a call to be your authentic self, because you can only see stars at night, right? So there's something here about uncovering your light through the darkness here, okay? There's something from this dark situation, you've uncovered some kind of light, and there's some kind of renewed hope that is coming towards you, or that you're feeling. And you have to have faith that things are improving, right? Over here, it's like the Four of Cups. This is a very apathetic energy. It's kind of over it. I'm over it. I'm done with it. I'm done with this situation. And that's amazing. I mean, and a lot of times, we do have to cut those cords here, right? So this is like, you're kind of like being done with a particular situation. It also could be something like having a missed opportunity here. So make sure that you're listening to your intuition and not doubting yourself, right? Because there might be some really fulfilling opportunity that you're doubting. You're kind of being apathetic about. You might be doubting yourself if you're able to even put enough time and energy into a particular situation. You might have already put so much time and energy into other things, or you might have a lot of things going on. You just don't have time for this other thing. But it's very important for you to do it, because it's something that's going to fulfill you and make you happy here. And this is you wondering if you should go forward. Is this something that I should put my energy into? Is this something that I should invest time into, okay? And the answer for you, path number 2, is if it's something that makes you happy and brings you joy, yes, okay? And in your past, yeah, with the Ten of Swords, in the kind of heart of the matter here, it looks like there's something that could have happened in your path where you could have felt like you were lied to, cheated, that kind of energy of being tricked, right? That trickster energy. But this is also, from a more positive perspective, this is a yellow card, and yellow cards to me are very positive, right? So this is something of like thinking, going about things in a more strategic approach, okay? Because as you can see, he's very pleased. Sometimes we have to be a trickster in our lives. Sometimes we have to kind of, I don't want to say lie, but you have to kind of fib, right? You have to fib. You have to kind of be a trickster, be conniving, be intelligent in how you approach certain situations and do certain things here, okay? That's Harley, my kitty. She was not going to let us do the reading. Might have to take her out here. But yeah, there could have been something in your past, where you felt tricked, right? But maybe this is something that you're learning, that you can't always trust like what you see. That sometimes people might be not exactly what they're showing on the outside. So that could be situations as well. You know, but it could also be looking at things from a, trying to approach things from a different perspective, right? You know, because the Seven of Swords is also, you know, he doesn't want to go direct towards anything. And the Eight of Wands here is very direct. So you have this movement here to the 7 to the 8. So there's some kind of like, you know, a message for you to go straight towards what you want. To go directly towards what you desire, to not miss this opportunity. With the moth energy here, that's like very focused. They're very drawn to the light here, okay? So that's amazing for you. So let's see what else. Let's see how you are viewing yourself here. You're working a lot. There's a long journey. This is that 10 here, but it's coming to an end. You're almost at the finish line here. He's almost about to bring his harvest home. So this is an ending of a very difficult situation or difficult journey that you've been on, where you're releasing some of these burdens, okay? So that's really amazing for you. There's definitely an ending and this release of burdens, okay? Let's see what else going on around you. Wow, lots of wands here. This is okay, so this is not giving up. It looks like you might have been beaten up. You might have like, you know, kind of lost hope. When I was getting here with this 10 of Wands, it's just like a long journey. It just feels like it's so long and drawn out, and it's been kind of painful. You know, it's taken a lot of your energy. It's taken a lot of your time, and you're wondering, is this going to happen? Am I ever going to be done with it? You know, it could be even retirement, right? Like it could be that you're sick of it and you want to retire. That's an example here, right? It's like this, you know, you're working all the time for so long, you know, you just want it to end already. And you want to, maybe you do want to focus more on your passions. So there's something here about you not giving up. You're at the final push to keep going. And yeah, don't give up. All right, let's see path number 2. What else is happening? King of Pentacles, hopes and fears. You're wondering, am I going to be stable? If I go in this kind of new direction, or, you know, if I follow this path and I go towards this direction here and I'm following what I want, am I going to be able to sustain myself? Will I be abundant? Will I be stable? Okay. So this is like your hope and your fear. So what you fear is like, you know, I do hope this happens. And you're also kind of fearing, you're wondering, you know, but this is with the 7 of Pentacles. But I think this is like a message of, yes, go for it. Okay. This is your challenge. You need to go for your passions. You got to go directly towards your passions. You have to have that virtue, okay? Yeah, this is a difficult decision. You're going to have to make a difficult decision and use your intuition and cut things out that no longer serve you, or try to make room for you to be able to follow your desires and your passions, okay? All right, path number 2. So let's go ahead and end with a Spirit of the Oracle Animal card to give a positive affirmation for you. So what does path number 2 need to know? Path number 2 need to know. Old soul. Wow. You received the Black Jaguar, path number 2. You are an old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want, okay? You can create your dreams. If that's not a confirmation to get your butt moving towards what you want in your life, then I don't know what is. Path number 2, it's time. It's time to get out of this kind of stagnant situation here where you kind of felt stuck and in this kind of bird cage. It's time to set yourself free here and focus on what you really want. Path number 2. All right. Now let's see. Let's see. What is your shadow card? Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a court card. And I feel like it could be like this, the King of Wands, okay? Because the King of Wands goes right towards what he wants. You have a lot of Wands energy here. I'm really feeling that. So let's see. See path number 2. The Hierophant. This is a break from tradition. This is a break from like this everyday ritual. Okay, or it could also be a call for you to have more ritual in your life about taking time to do the things that you enjoy and you want to do. And this is also about having a different perspective. Okay, it could be a call for you, since this is in the shadow, to break from tradition, to see things from a different perspective here, to approach things differently. You know? And I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Path number 2. Bye. Hello, soul seekers, and welcome to Shadow Mystic Tarot. If you are drawn to path number 3, represented by the After the Storm Oracle card, then this message is for you. So after the storm, this is a confirmation that if you've been praying for something and you've been praying to see for something to improve, or you've been praying for someone, that your prayers are going to be answered, that after this kind of turbulent situation, things are bound to get better. It's also a message of inviting to understanding that these things that happen that are outside of our control, that we might be participating in, we might be wrapped up in, are meant for a reason. They're meant to teach us something. The owl is a very wise spirit animal, and he's also holding something that looks like, to me, Metatron's cube. And Metatron is an archangel, and he writes in the Book of Life. So the Book of Life is like our destiny. It's kind of like it's like our destiny, but understanding what's under our control and what isn't. There are forces outside of ourselves that are larger than ourselves, and it's about going with those ebb and flows and becoming more of like ingrained with the cycle of life, okay? And understanding those ebbs and flows and seeing the opportunity in things, even when things seem very dark. There's a light, there's a way out of that situation, right? Because, you know, with any rainbow requires rain. It requires a storm, right? So there's always this storm, and after this beauty, if you've ever seen a rainstorm or a thunderstorm, you can see how things are really chaotic when the rain's happening, but it's actually replenishing the earth. And rain and thunderstorms, you know, I live in Florida, so we have hurricanes. They can bring a lot of problems too. So it's really just surrendering to these things that we can't control, understanding that there's a natural ebb and flow to the universe, and trying to discern what we can learn and what wisdom we can take from the situations, right? And also you know, like, it could also be like if you've lost your job or something to effect of that, maybe that's a blessing in disguise. For instance, this is just an example where, you know, that's a blessing in disguise. It's going to take you in a new direction in your career. It's going to put you in a place where you feel more comfortable, where you feel more joy. All right, so now we're going to pull a spirit animal for you, and I love how you already received the owl here. So there's definitely some wisdom that's being gained through these trials and tribulations, and, you know, through chaos, you know, the chaos of the universe. All right, so let's see. The Scorpion. Yeah, that's like that Scorpio energy. It's also very intuitive, but also very passionate, right? Very passionate, could be competitive at times, tends to, it could be, you know, because they're very isolated. You don't really usually see them in packs, right? Yeah, there could have been a situation where you felt like you were burned. It could be something with a career, as I did mention, the career, because this particular spirit animal, and if you're kind of resonating with this spirit animal and you kind of have its traits, it's somebody that's very cares a lot about their career, and also like they might have a few friends, right? They're pretty, like, you know, selective in who they let in their life. And this could be coming from a place like, you know, you feel like you've been burned, right, in a particular situation. So that's very interesting here. So let's see, but there's definitely some kind of calm, some light here that's happening. It's very, you're also this very passionate, driven person I'm getting here. All right, so now we're going to pull a shadow card, and we're not going to look at this card yet. We're going to use our intuition to discern what the card could possibly be. And this is an exercise in our intuition. It's okay if we don't get it right. The more that we work on it, the better we'll get. So let's see. So this will be your shadow card here. And I will go ahead and put this beautiful piece of pink aventurine on top. And we'll look at that at the end of the reading. So let's get to it. Let's see how you're coming out, path number 3. Let's see how you're coming out here, okay? Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Wow, this came out for path number 2 as well in the challenge. There's some kind of action you need to take. There's some, the Queen of Pentacles is also a very fixed energy. You could be a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn. So you're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. So you are in some kind of comfort, or you may be, you're in this very comfortable situation and something kind of happened to kind of jerk you out of it. It could be something of that nature. But there's something of like this need or this requirement to kind of, to get out of whatever situation or kind of fixed like you've kind of reached this kind of comfort zone. Sometimes you get comfortable in things, you know, in environments that we're in, even if they're not like the best for us or they're not exactly what we want. And it could definitely be something with your career. Okay. The 8 of Wands here. Let's see what else. Judgment. Wow. Above you. Amazing. This is an epiphany, an awakening here. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, yeah. It's very career-driven energy here. Let's see. And justice. Yeah. Because of this Scorpion energy and this after the storm, I'm getting like something could have happened that didn't seem fair. And this could have been in a career, you know, this could have been in a relationship or getting, you know, burned by somebody but you know, there's a lot of Wands energy here. So I'm getting that this could be a career. Along with this Pentacles energies, it could have been a career that you were in for a long time that you felt pretty stable, something to the effect of that. And over here, you're having some new realization. You're having an epiphany. And this epiphany is coming from, you know, above you. This is coming from something spiritual. All right. This is your intuition. This is your higher self. These are your spirit guides, your guardians, your ancestors. Whatever resonates with you, this is a calling. Okay. The sound of the trumpet. Okay, this is some kind of reckoning. Okay, and it's also a resurrection here. I'm seeing a resurrection from this situation. If there's some kind of storm here, this is like, you know, the calm after the storm. Okay, rather than before. And over here in you have, you know, in your near future, this is you like feeling off balance. Also like deciding, not sure what to do. You could be juggling multiple things, maybe moonlighting or trying to figure out like how you're gonna, what you should do next, how you're gonna keep how you're gonna keep yourself going, because the 2 of Pentacles is juggling. And he's trying to, and it's like it's very difficult and requires a lot of energy, a lot of skill, a lot of concentration. So he's constantly juggling, and it's also like the infinity symbol here. So he's doing this forever. But this is also that message of the ebb and flow of the universe with the infinity symbol. It's understanding that what goes up must come down and vice versa, and going with the flow. And it's this feeling of being off balance and having to maintain this juggling act, okay? All right. Yeah, there might have been some kind of decision that felt unfair. All right, let's see. Page of Swords. Wow, that's how you view yourself. This is going in some kind of new direction. You've had an idea, you've had some kind of an epiphany to go in a new direction that maybe you're not like, you know, it could be like a new career, something to the effect of that, but it's also like a more strategic approach. It's also not knowing what you don't know, or knowing what you don't know. Okay, it's like being aware that there are things that you do not know, but you're gonna go and you're gonna go for it, and you're gonna learn as you go. So there's something about you learning as you go in this new opportunity that's coming from a difficult situation or some kind of unfair situation where you felt kind of cheated. Queen of Swords. Yeah, what's going on around you. Now, this could be somebody at, you know, if this was a career situation, it could be somebody at your job, like a boss lady, or something to the effect of that, a cold person. But this is also, you know, this also could be you needing to, a call for you to need to cut out things that no longer serve you, right? And it's also this, a transformation card. She is wearing butterflies on her crown here, and she also has butterflies at the root of her throat. Okay, so she's coming from a place of transformation. She knows how to protect herself. She speaks her truth, and she doesn't take anybody's crap. Okay, so this is like, you know, it could be that, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with, because it is in your environment. Okay, all right, let's see what else. The Three of Swords, that's your hopes and fears, and the outcome. Yeah, the Three of Swords and your hopes and fears. This is like the in-between time when something, that storm, we're looking at a storm here, you see, that's that storm that happened. You're wondering if you're gonna find like more smoother waters, more clear times, more happy times. You're feeling like betrayed, right? And your fear is that you're, you know, how, like, could this happen to me again, right? You might be seeing something as like, hey, this situation, having more of a pessimistic view about something and looking at a situation from a lens of like thinking it's going to be worse than it really is. Okay, so you have some kind of fear of how something's going to turn out. It could be some situation here, maybe some kind of unfair decision that happened with it. It could have been in a judicial, a court situation, something to the effect like that, because this, after the storm card, also brings something, a message of like justice system and things like this. So that could be in your life right now for some of you, but it's definitely some kind of unfair situation, and this fear that things will always, like, things just don't go in your favor here, right? But just there's this message of you like having hope and not having some a pessimistic outlook on things, and making sure that you're seeing things from a different lens, more of a cup half full kind of perspective, even when things get very difficult and turbulent. And then the Queen of Wands here at your root, that is that passionate, fiery energy. That is that person that does not care what other people think. She likes what she likes, and she's very charismatic, and she's also an entrepreneur. So maybe you're being pushed into this new direction, so that you can go and find your own way, so that you can be your own boss here. Okay, so you don't have to deal with this Queen of Swords energy. And over here for your outcome is the Seven of Pentacles. Over here, it's like this in-between time again. You're wondering if it's going to work out, or you're looking back and you're saying, man, I put all my energy into that. Was it even worth it? But it was worth it. There's things, there's wisdom, there's things, knowledge that you've gained through your experiences and through your experience. Yeah. And sometimes when things are turbulent, that's when we really learn the most, you know, when we come out the other side. And it looks like you're going to be coming out the other side, reflecting back on what you created and what you put your energy into and what you've learned and what you've grown. Okay. And that's really amazing for you. So now let's end the reading with a positive affirmation with the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. And then we'll pull your shadow card to see what that could be. All right, let's see. What does path number 3 need to know? We need to know. I love the dolphin, spirit, animal totem. Look at you. the dolphin play, okay? This is a call for you to have joy. Just the joy of living, okay? Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. There's this fear here. So this is like a fear. Like you have some kind of fear that things are going to turn out, or thinking things are going to turn out worse than they really are, okay? So let go of that. Dive into your wisdom. I've been talking about your wisdom here, and go with the flow. Go with the flow and the ebb and flow of the universe. I mean, that's such a confirmation for you. Path number 3. All right? All right, so let's see what that shadow card is. You know, it could be the Wheel of Fortune. That is the karma. That is the card of destiny. I mean, it could, yeah, because we have this, it could be the Strength card, having the strength and you know, inner wisdom. So let's see. The 5 of Pentacles. This is this hardship and this prayer. This is a prayer of getting out of this difficult situation, this hardship that you've been experiencing. And after the Storm Oracle card here, this is a confirmation for you that your prayers are being answered. The universe has heard you here. All right, path number 3. I really hope and you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.